I'll say a little over 2 years ago, I woke up.
Marvin Lawrence Winans, born on March 5th, 1958 in Detroit, Michigan, grew up in a home where faith and music were woven into everyday life. Raised by his parents, David Pop Winans and Dolores Mom Winans, both respected gospel singers, Marvin was immersed in a culture where singing was not just an activity, but an expression of devotion. The Winans household was alive with harmonies, rehearsals, and a deep commitment to Christian values, shaping Marvin and his siblings into artists with a strong spiritual foundation. Alongside his brothers Carvin, Michael, and Ronald, Marvin learned early on that gospel music was both a calling and a responsibility, forming the basis of a journey that would eventually impact gospel music across the world. Formation of the Winans and rise to prominence. As Marvin and his brothers matured, their shared musical gift naturally led them to create a group that would later become known simply as the Winans. Formed in the late 1970s, the group sought to preserve the core truths of gospel music, while presenting them through a modern sound that resonated with younger listeners. Their early performances began in local churches and community events around Detroit, where they sharpened their harmonies and built a grassroots following. Their fusion of traditional gospel themes with a contemporary Christian and R&B influence quickly set them apart from other groups of their era. What made Marvin stand out in this blend was his smooth, emotionally rich tenor voice, which became one of the defining elements of the group's identity and helped usher gospel music into a fresh and relevant era. Breakthrough success and influence in the 1980s. The 1980s marked a major turning point for the Winans as they moved from local acclaim to national recognition. Their ability to merge soulful R&B production with the heart of gospel message allowed them to connect with both traditional churchgoers and mainstream music audiences. Their album Let My People Go was especially significant, earning them acclaim, a Grammy Award, and a place among the most influential voices in contemporary gospel. Songs like Choose Ye and The Question Is carried messages of faith, conviction, and spiritual clarity, all wrapped in polished production and memorable melodies. Marvin's vocal presence and musical instincts helped strengthen the group's mission to present the gospel in a way that felt relevant without compromising its spiritual depth. Continued growth and the impact of Return. As the group continued to evolve, they released Return in 1990, an album that reflected both maturity and innovation. Staying true to their message while embracing refined production, the project showcased the group's growth as songwriters and vocalists. Marvin's contributions were especially notable, as his warm tone and expressive delivery helped communicate themes of perseverance, trust, and spiritual restoration. One of the standout tracks, Ain't No Need to Worry, featuring Anita Baker, reached listeners far beyond the gospel community with its comforting message and soulful delivery. Through albums like Return, the Winans proved that gospel music could maintain its roots while breaking barriers and touching diverse audiences across the country. Marvin's role as vocalist, songwriter, and musical visionary. Within the Winans, Marvin's role extended beyond singing. He was also a gifted songwriter, arranger, and creative leader. His ability to craft songs that blended heartfelt devotion with modern musical sensibilities allowed the group to appeal to a wide range of listeners. Whether writing reflective ballads or arranging energetic worship pieces, Marvin approached every project with intentionality and sincerity. His voice carried emotional weight, making listeners feel the hope, encouragement, and spiritual truth behind every lyric. Marvin also shared his experiences and musical wisdom with rising artists, offering guidance on how to honor their faith while developing their craft. Through this mentorship, he inspired a new generation of gospel musicians who looked to him as both a creative and spiritual example. Founding of Perfecting Church in Detroit. During the height of his musical success, Marvin felt an increasing pull toward ministry, leading him to establish Perfecting Church in Detroit in 1989. What began as a modest congregation quickly grew into a thriving spiritual community. Marvin envisioned a church where people could strengthen their faith, find support, and feel empowered to serve others. His natural ability to communicate biblical teachings, combined with his genuine compassion, drew people from all backgrounds. Perfecting Church became known for its vibrant worship services, powerful preaching, and strong emphasis on spiritual growth. Marvin's background in gospel music shaped the church's worship culture, where choirs and musicians played a central role in creating an atmosphere of praise and inspiration. Ministry philosophy and community engagement. Marvin's vision for Perfecting Church extended far beyond worship services. He believed deeply that the church should be a place where faith translated into action, meeting both the spiritual and practical needs of the community. Under his leadership, the church launched various outreach programs, including food distributions, youth mentorship, employment support, and counseling initiatives. These efforts helped build a bridge between the church and the wider Detroit community, allowing Perfecting Church to serve as a safe haven and resource during difficult times. Marvin's commitment to service, shaped by both his faith and his personal experiences, made him a respected spiritual leader whose influence stretched far beyond the pulpit. Mentorship and influence on future generations. Because of his dual identity as both a gospel artist and a pastor, Marvin became a source of inspiration for aspiring singers and ministers who admired his ability to balance artistry and faith. He encouraged young musicians to stay grounded spiritually while embracing excellence in their craft. Through workshops, church programs, and personal connections, he poured wisdom into individuals seeking to use their gifts for positive impact. Marvin believed that music was not just entertainment, but a powerful tool for healing, encouragement, and spiritual transformation. Many artists who came after the Winans credit Marvin's guidance and example as a key influence in their own journeys. Handling personal loss with faith and strength. Marvin Winans' life has not been free of challenges, and one of the most difficult moments came with the passing of his brother Ronald, who held a special place in both the family and the group. Ronald's warm voice and leadership were central to the Winans' sound and legacy. Losing him was emotionally painful, yet Marvin navigated his grief with remarkable grace. He often spoke about the comfort he found in faith, using his sermons and music to express themes of healing, hope, and the promise of eternal life. His songs during this period carried a deeper sense of reflection, offering encouragement to listeners who were also facing loss or hardship. Through honesty and vulnerability, Marvin showed that faith does not remove pain but provides the strength to endure it. A test of faith and a message of forgiveness. Another defining moment in Marvin's life occurred when he experienced a frightening encounter during a robbery in Detroit. Although the incident was distressing, Marvin chose to respond with forgiveness rather than anger. As a pastor, he had long preached about compassion and grace, and in that moment, he embodied those teachings in a powerful way. He expressed hope for the individuals involved and continued to emphasize forgiveness as a foundation of the Christian life. This response resonated with many people, reinforcing his reputation as someone who not only speaks about faith but lives it in profound ways. Instead of retreating from the community he loved, Marvin remained steadfast in his commitment to Detroit, continuing to serve and uplift the city through his ministry and outreach. Ongoing legacy and influence. Marvin Winans' impact extends beyond music charts and church walls. Over the decades, he has touched lives through sermons that speak to the heart, music that inspires the soul, and acts of service that strengthen the community. His leadership at Perfecting Church continues to shape the spiritual landscape of Detroit, offering a place where people can grow, find hope, and contribute to a mission of compassion. His contribution to gospel music through the Winans and his solo work remains influential across generations, inspiring countless artists and listeners around the world. Marvin's life reflects the power of faith to guide, restore, and uplift, illustrating how devotion, resilience, and love can create a lasting legacy. Conclusion: a life of faith, music, and service. Marvin Winans' journey, from his childhood in a musically gifted family to his rise as a gospel legend and respected pastor, demonstrates how faith can shape a life of purpose. Through triumphs and hardships alike, he has remained committed to sharing messages of hope, healing, and spiritual truth. His music continues to resonate across decades. His ministry continues to transform lives, and his example continues to inspire people to pursue both excellence and compassion. Marvin's story is one of dedication, heart, and unwavering belief in the power of God to bring beauty out of every season of life.